Alright, hello again YouTube. Welcome to part, what are we on, 1920 I think, of our playthrough of Astrox Imperium. Trying to do a bit of an economy style playthrough. Now, last episode, we both did something quite cool and completely goofed. By we, I mean me. So on the one hand, I got a custom ship that I designed into the game. Hooray! And it looks like it's going to work. Other hand, I tanked my blueprint collection doing it, and also all the ore we had in the refinery, which admittedly was not that much, but like, yeah, I kind of goofed. I didn't realise. So to add ships into the game, custom ships, there is an editor inbuilt, but to actually get them into a station, you have to actually add them to the station blueprint. And if you want to do that to an existing game, you also have to copy it into that existing game. This would not be too bad if also the fact that you have to replace the file to do that. That file for the station, as well as showing what's available to buy in the station, also covers what you have in that station, as it turns out. So, again, our entire blueprint collection that we've been gathering over the last, again, 20 episodes is gone. Just wiped. It's gone. So, yeah, not great. We've been set back a long way with that. I don't know whether we're even going to worry about manufacturing, though. It was something I wanted to do, but I have to admit it has not been making as much money. Right, we now have to drop off the Mercer's Academy. So, yes, in the meantime, we're still going to need some money for our station, because we haven't given up on that yet, although, again, that's going to be slowed down, because a lot of the parts we would have been able to just make, we've now lost the blueprints for. We're going to have to make ourselves at some point, or buy them, rather, or find the blueprints again. So, we're travelling back out now to run some missions and just generally build up our reputation. We're going to try and hire some mercenaries when we can. I'd like to see how well they work, and hopefully they can maybe be set off making us a bit of money. Especially given we have a station being constructed as well. We might maybe build a mining storage station, see if we can get them set off, perhaps automatically mining ore for us, who knows. But for the moment, for our current mission, we have to make a bit of a trip through yellow space. We're going to also, and we're going to do that this today, there are certain gates in yellow space that, well, some that you have to pay to go through, which is a bit of a pain, but it's not awful. But there are also some that are locked, and we found out that in some stations, at least, you can buy a pass key through to the next sector. So we're going to maybe try and do that, because yellow space is one of our least explored. So we're going to maybe try and buy a pass key to the gates. Don't think they're too expensive, or at least not with the amount of money we're making now. And see what's on the other side. If there's any reason they're not locked off. Maybe there's something interesting. Maybe there's some big valuable ore patches beyond. Maybe it's nothing. Perhaps there's some story hidden behind it. We've yet to see if there's any storyline we've missed, so... yeah, warp gate costs you money. Yeah, the stuff at Ramos 1 costs us, which is a pain. It's not tremendously expensive at 2,500, but, you know, it's money we'd prefer not to be spending. I mean, have we only got 1.4 million? I can't afford this. More than about 500 times, probably, but still. It's probably even more than that, if anything. But yes, anyway, regardless, we're going to head that way and see what we can find. Still travelling. This is a long walk, this one, apparently. Still got 6 seconds left. Right, where is it we can't head to next? Enoch Estates. Let's try there first. Oh, also we need to drop off at the Oro Omniplex Centre. Do not forget that we were actually doing a mission. Like I basically had for a moment there. They didn't even need that much, they just want a little bit of adamant. That might even be adamite there. I know it's special, but I don't know what's special about it. Because it gives you the same ore out of it. Either way, there's your ore. 3 skill points awarded. Returning contractor improved, and some XP, which I'm still not... I think we get bonuses to money, maybe, when we max out. As usual, adamite's not worth much. I guess documents. I guess we're going to need to start rebuying some of those, so... don't know how much extra we've lost for all of those that we lost. Buy some cheap ones again. No, don't want that one. That's not cheap by any means. Gears, yep. Optical interface, no, we've got one of those. Don't want to buy the same thing twice in this case. Yes, we'll keep an eye out in the stations that we dock at. And try and rebuy some of our blueprints. I think it would be nice to have at least the basics back. Don't really want to go travelling across the whole world try to buy them again, but I guess we can buy some as we go. And build it up. Right, so is this gate actually... Is this gate actually locked? That looks... No, it does look red. Yeah, so the red gates before were locked. We couldn't go through them. Not entirely sure why. Don't know if there's something plot relevant on the other side, or what? Yeah, okay. Yes, so we can buy the pass key. Data to the family of workers perished on the other side of the gate. Is you aware of the dangers that would befall you? 25,000 credits. We are still reasonably well off. Let's go. Now that probably means it's dangerous. But let's have a look what's on the other side. But that seems a lot of money to ask everyone who's passing through here to buy. It's not even a dangerous sector. Is this just normal spec? That is not. What is this? What the heck? These are enormous. Can we... What do we do with these? This is the first time I've seen these. These are like the... These are the random chunks we've been seeing floating around in space, but they're actually... They're actually intact here. There's loads of them. Metal fragment. Can we salvage these? Is that what salvages are for? Is that like a different type of mining? Undamaged part, yeah. And it leads on as well. There's more warp gates. We can go further from here. That is fascinating. Okay, cool. We finally found something different. I've been waiting for something like this for a while now. Looking for something mechanically different to show up. Okay. What do you guys sell here? Ships? Restorer? Frigate of a type I've not seen, but good capabilities all around, actually. Your transport. Demon frigate. Maybe I have got a bit overkill on the cargo bay. That's quite high. Well, that's not as high as that. And our ship's smaller than that. And cheaper. Mine's got much higher stats in a lot of other ways as well. Much higher energy. The huge bonuses to drones. More slots. Yeah, maybe it balances out. Shuttle, utility. Mining carrier. Yeah, actually, I suppose... Maybe we're right. I'm not sure. What was I going to check? Market. Do you guys sell salvages? Because I'd like to... Oh, they want ore. It's always good. We can make some money off of that. I'd like to maybe try salvaging that if we can. Ore harvesters, pulse beams. Salvage collector 1. Okay, I think we only have enough points to get a salvage collector tier 1. I would like to try that. I want to see if these do anything, if we can salvage them. If so, what? So, let's quickly leave our harvesters in the garage for now. We need to not forget to come back and get these. They're worth a lot more than the salvage collectors. Right, what's the nearest one? This one? Also, it's almost like you can do Q to do a ping. Yeah, it does. I don't know what the ping do. I can still see the shockwave from it going out. Scan something? Right. Can we use these on this? Yes. Okay, so these are like asteroids, but they give you scrap instead. We send places that want these scrap parts for sale. Or to buy, rather. Not really much better, but noticeable yield on the components recovered from wreckage debris. Decent market value, but better use for... Oh my god, look at that! Look at all the stuff it breaks down into. Metal gears, metal valve, thermal insulation, aluminium rivets, tubing, storage tanks, plastic cats, belts, springs, bearings. Loads of stuff. Okay. Interesting. Oh, 1 moment. Alright, and with that sorted, we return to our daily schedule salvaging. Oh! Food service equipment. I guess that's how you get those then. They're just random extras from salvage. That's interesting. Don't know what the high tier salvages do. Do they... Is it speed? Probably a speed thing. One thing I will do though is we're going to oh wait. We're going to GPS this area. Salvage. Not seen this before, surprisingly. Cool, so that's a new mechanic we've discovered. Alright, we'll cut it there. Not because we don't want more, but because we're going to switch back to our mining lasers. We need a little bit of space, because we're going to bring these salvages with us. Actually, no, we might even just leave these salvages in this station. And if we come this way again... Or do we want to keep them equipped in case we find more salvage past this point? Do we want to switch? We'll go 2 for 2 with the mining lasers. We'll bring the others with us. And if we find more valuable looking fragments and stuff, I guess. But metal fragment, scrap part, undamaged part. Is undamaged maybe the valuable one? What is this stuff worth on its own if I sell it? Not much. Okay. Food service equipment? Ugh, very not much. Alright, garage. We're going to switch out for 2 for 2. So let's put a space. Nope. Okay. Now if I do a bit of both. A little bit of damage. Let's see, on the map. We could also try refining it now and then leaving it to refine and then exploring a bit further, maybe? Actually, that shouldn't take too long to refine, right? Refine it now and see how much space it takes up. It should be less still. Looks like it's going to be. Quite the variety of parts we get out of it. I'll tell you what, while we're doing that... Oh, wardrobe fuel. Oh, that's not a... Yeah, I remember it mentioning them for... Oh, what do you call it? You make the electron orbs into it, but it didn't mention that it was actually a separate component. Tiny little junk part there. So I guess maybe the idea of this section is there's salvage on the other side of it. I actually think that wreck looks in better shape as well, so maybe that's the idea. Maybe that's what's behind these broken sections. Look at that mess. It's another really, really big station like we found in way out on the edge of space a little while back. Skill points, excellent. It's not targeted. Cut off the ore harvesters, maybe. Yeah, there are pirates approaching, but they're a long way off. I'm guessing undamaged parts are worth a lot. Tier 3 salvage. That's fabrication, we'll sell it for a nice profit. Not worth a huge amount, but it looks like it's got different components it refines into. Well, definitely very slow mining this compared to some of the other stuff. We'll wait for those pirates to get a bit closer and mine until they have, and then we'll back off. And as before, we'll oh my god, my brain. We'll refine it and we'll carry the refined parts with us into the next area. Wait for shots to start flying until we retreat, though, I think. I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen any salvage yet. Well, I am actually a little surprised it's the first we've seen of it. You have to pay a bit of money to get out here, so maybe it's meant to be more of a slightly later game thing, but then again, I'm sure we could do that with the ships that we break up, because I remember some small parts dropped off of the drone ships we blew up way back for the tutorial in like episode 1. Maybe this is one of the few places where giant chunks of salvage like this spawn. that are like asteroids. And we know there's probably more, but we know there could well be more sites like this on the other side of the gate. I think all the gates on here are purple, so it looks like once we've paid to get past the first one, we can go past the others without any trouble. I also wonder what the highest tier salvage is. These undamaged parts seem to be higher, and I'm guessing metal fragments are worse than scrap parts, or junk parts might be worse. I am wondering what maybe like pristine parts, perhaps? These are fully theoretical. Oh. Can it be... Ah, no public storage. Okay. Oh, so it loaded them into the refinery, but it couldn't bring them out. Don't worry about that, then. Definitely getting plenty of... admittedly slightly random bits out, but we're getting plenty of bits out of it. Motion sensors, motors. We get different components as well. We haven't seen some of these. Yeah, what have we got documents-wise? Let me search here. Hard to say. We'll get large processors. Yeah, I think we haven't actually, because we... Yeah, we're rebuying a lot of these, because some of these are ones I recognise we already had. But not much we can do about that again. I slightly nuked the thing, so... Right. Yeah, you notice how much it compresses down as well. It's probably worth more. Right. Undock. Let us move on. Where can we go? Echo Springs or Atreus Light Field? Oh, Light Field sounds interesting. Let's go there. Atreus Light Field. Sounds like a Buzz Lightyear type character. Maybe a relative. Yeah, we've got a decent little collection of... Got very random things, but if we keep a lot of this stuff, maybe that could make up for some of the stuff we lost. In fact, salvaging might even be the easiest way to manufacture things, because if we'd put some points into it, it wouldn't take it much to be able to salvage, right? Like, oh, warp fuel can be refined using electron ores with a few other basic materials. Takes up much less space, but not require as much as the raw material to power the drives. Ah, okay, 20 fuel units each, so it's more efficient. So it's got a little gold star. I guess that's like a rarity thing. I guess that's like a, hey, this is a rare-ish item, right? I guess that's the idea. I don't think I've seen a blueprint for warp fuel. Whoa. Sinister space. Okay, this one's a dead end. Got a Zyore. Oh, wasn't the station in the last place looking for ore? Grab a bit while we're here. I think they had a demand for ore. They had salvage, but didn't have metal, so... Just grab some ore while we're here. It doesn't take long to fill up, even with only 2 miners running. We'll run back, drop that off at the last station, and then move on to the other place we can explore. So it seems like it is indeed probably worth paying to go through the gates. Much as I wasn't sure originally, I think actually maybe it might be, because there's clearly some stuff on the other side of them. You're clearly not paying for nothing. Could be that the salvage sites are all gated off by paywall, I don't know. Alright, apologies for having to pause a few times, there's been some stuff going on in the background, but I think it's all sorted. This will be the last recording for the day anyway, and I might have to cut it a little short because of time, but hey-ho, that happens occasionally. Hopefully you've all been enjoying so far. It's been nice finding something really new to take a look at. Yes, we'll sell the Zyore here. Should make... oh, my best guess, maybe about 250,000 off this, perhaps. And then we'll move on to one of the other new sectors. And we'll also try going back and unlocking some of the other ones that we haven't got to yet. We have nearly explored most of space, but we've still got to get that one red one that we missed, the Gemini S. Got to finish off the exploring in the yellow area, and we've got to go up to blue, which looks like 3 stations we haven't been through yet. Right, market. What will you give me for this? Oh, no, 325,000. Suppose it is the rarest ore. They said to be worth a lot. Right. Undock. We need to go to Echo Springs. Quite as interesting sounding as the light field, but then again the light field was a little uninteresting, so who knows, maybe it's the other way around. Don't know how one gets an echo in space, mind you, that's the only slightly confusing thing. I guess we got the ping. I still don't know what it does. I think it scans things, but I'm not really sure, it's very slow. Maybe it's like a quick target picking thing, like if you're being attacked by someone, you can ping and it'll quickly select them. I didn't scan those, that was interesting. Was that a case of our ping, or was that something else? Anyway, what's out here? Not what I wanted to scan. Space lightning. It's good to find. A load of big black spooky rocks. Ooh. How do we always manage to find somewhere spookier every time? Xenox ore. Alright, we'll have some of that while we're here, but yeah, looks like another dead end. So, Enoch's Estates was by far the most interesting of those, because that had the salvage in it. There was electron orbs here, mind you, so we could get some fuel here, I guess. So for now, we'll settle for fairly valuable Xenox. Valuable and quick to mine, importantly. Although apparently it can explode. I've not seen that in this yet, but I do seem to remember getting caught out by a Xenox explosion on a previous playthrough, so I am a little tiny bit concerned about that. Don't know how easy it is to cause an explosion, but obviously not something you want to mess with, usually. Unless you're throwing the explosions at someone else, in which case, go for it, chum. Have fun with it, why not? Live your best life. Explode your worst foes. Yes, again, they found a lot with the salvaging. Like a really wide and very random collection of parts. Probably a good chunk of what we might need for our station, perhaps. Don't know for certain on that, but... Right, back to the... No. Back to Starship. Still got ore shortage. Then back to Masses and on to whatever the next lock station is. Assuming we can buy all of them. I did wonder if some of them might be locked as a story thing, but again, with no sign of story. Maybe not. Maybe this is really trying to be primarily sandbox. I don't really have any problem with that if it is. It will make things sort of easier, but we'll also have to work out our own goals, I guess. Not too bad. 380,000. Very nice. We are still going to need money because we're still trying to... if we wiped out our blueprints for this custom ship, we want to fly it now at least. Got to at least get something out of this, right? Whopping. Right. What is the station we can't go to? The Dunes of Caliph. Either can't or apparently haven't gone to before. It is another red station, so we're going to need to pay, probably. At least I assume we are. I might see what the gate key costs for... Is it Starfort Ramos? I don't know whether we're going through it enough to be worth worrying about it. What does it cost? Purchase a gate pass key. It's the same cost, and apparently the same reason cited as why we have to pay for it. Either way, let's have a look through. No further payment required. Full access to the gate. Excellent. With a longer warp. Don't know what's on the other side of here. How many more stations or whatever. It's orangey coloured space. I can tell you that much. Oh my god. The biggest asteroid we've seen yet by an absolute mile. It's a gradient or boulder. Wow, okay. I'll give it some credit. That has set this sector of space apart. Look at the size of these lads. Absolute unit, mate. Is about the only way I can describe them. They are huge. Okay. Interesting. Not too much else actually in this area, but there are two more areas. Forges of Mintar and the Moon of Chrysalis. We will have a look at that, but we're going to have a look at the forges first. That's kind of cool, yeah. So they have hidden some interesting things behind these... Oh, that sun's very close as well. That asteroid must be cooked. Yeah, they've hidden some interesting things behind these warp gates, apparently. They have been worth having a look for. Look at the size of that. I wonder how much you can mine in that. Is that a look at button? I think it is, yeah. I don't know how we look back at our own ship now. Okay. Forges of Mintar. So that way has the biggest rocks we've ever seen. I wonder how long it takes to mine them. I think I already said that, but I am curious. What? Yeah. Sun with rings. Very nice. 2 different types of ore. A couple of drop-off stations. Another gate. Dynex, that was it. Dynex and Loken. Lux on the other side here. Light itself apparently. Oh, we're curving inwards. No, no more so than the other ones. I was wondering if we were curving in towards the centre. It kind of looked a bit like it. It's like, oh, is there a secret path to the middle of the map? I'm still convinced there's something in its centre. I don't actually know that. I'm not basing this on anything. I just have a real suspicion that there is. I know there's a map on Steam. I'm avoiding looking at it just yet, but it might be that... No, there isn't. I'm just making that up. We could look at it, but I like to explore this manually at the moment. I also don't know if those gigantic rocks are always there, but I have a feeling they are. Hey, big spooky boulder. There's just large amounts of Dynex. Yeah, it looks like it. Large amounts of Dynex and a public energy generator. Okay. Nothing too thrilling over there. Let's have a look at the Moon of Chrysalis. There is lots of Dynex though. If we wanted Dynex, we would not be short on it if we went that way. That stuff seems to spawn on the outside of the map quite commonly. I mean, all of the rare rolls do, but Dynex specifically, I think I've... Did I miss a station there? How did I miss that? Food made hub. Let's have a look. I don't know how I missed this. Oh, I guess maybe it was behind the gate a bit. Yeah, it's not sure how I missed that though. Anyway, let's have a look and see what they do, see what they sell. Is it weird that they feel a long way off everything where this station is technically no further away off everything else? I know it sounds weird, but it's like there's still just as many things around here. Kind of than nearly everywhere else in the system, apart from the one busy bit at the centre. Ships we could buy. Sport ships, pirate cruiser. We could fly that apparently. It's not coming out with skill issues. Interesting. Oh, of course, it's a cruiser. I forgot. We've got cruiser operation. Yeah, we could. Mining carrier. Cruiser, yeah. Recon cruiser. Interesting. Okay. Market. Oh, we didn't actually bring anything to sell. Not the mining components, are they? No. Or selling various things. Documents. Yeah, we need ball bearings. Charge cells, they're not worth much, but we might as well have them. The blueprint's cheap. Cooling units we'll buy. Gotta keep that gaming PC cold. That we might have that, 'cause it's expensive. Miscellaneous parts we'll have. Plastic caps, have we got that? No, we'll buy that. Pressure sensor. No, we don't have that. We have temperature sensor. Okay, oh, and rubber tubing. We'll have that. Cool. I guess we are good to undock. And I guess Cat has decided it wants to get involved in the video. I don't know if you can hear that. Which is very noisy. By get involved in the video, I mean meow at me once and then wander off. Which seems about right, frankly, for that one. But yes, I'll have to finish the recording in a bit. This has been an interesting session, I have to admit. It's been nice going to new places, even if they're slightly strange. Or slightly not so strange in some cases. Some of them have been interesting, filled with unique things, and some of them have been filled with very little at all, frankly. There's a definite split. But we should have time to go this way first, so let's see what's over here. The Moon of Chrysalis. If there's not an actual moon, I'm going to be disappointed. And what is Chrysalis? That sounds interesting. Yeah, I guess the dunes are the giant rocks. Is there going to be a whole moon we can mine? I feel like there ought to be. A name like that, you got to set this up. Can't let me down on that. And through here is... white space. Okay. Ooh. There is something through here. guess maybe that was the Moon of Chrysalis. I guess it's broken. Oof. Yeah, we're kind of between what I'm assuming are huge parts of it. This is like a giant Locan asteroid came through this place at some point, maybe. Yeah, huh. Kind of interesting scenery, but not hugely different. I think we've seen something like this before at some point. Not that I remember where, I'll admit, but still. Okay, I guess that's where we'll call that for today. It's been interesting having a little look out this far. And yeah, it seems like there are usually interesting things past the gates. In fact, specifically just on the other side of the paid-for gates. So, next time we might head out to Blue and finish up exploration. Perhaps also do that one red one we haven't done. Because we're nearly there. We've nearly... Even if we lost a little bit of progress, we've nearly explored the main map, so... Anyway, hopefully you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Just quickly, before we end the episode, actually, false ending, apparently. Apparently there's a station here that I also missed. I don't know how that happened. I don't see how I could have missed this, unless I brain zoned out on it or thought it was one of these smaller stations. So very quickly before we finish up, since I've still got another minute or two, we'll have a quick look at the dunes. Because this is quite possibly quite a major station. It's named after the area, at any rate. Maybe not major. They are demanding trade goods. I suppose you want a decent price for this. Maybe not, but we'll sell it there anyway. Clear that out. Demand, supply. Like a bunch of random stuff, documents. Just doing our normal checks of what's here. I guess we'll have the small pump. Blueprint, add university. Fabrication, making that cheaper. Market auditor, is that the better prices? Oh, they're better tax. Age operation, I think we do need that for some things, but we're trying to save up for the cruiser operation skill, because we're going to need that for our ships. So, check out the ships, and then we really will call it there. And it's the same sort of stuff we've seen already, I think, apart from maybe that might be new. Okay, bye for real this time.